Chapter 15 covers option markets. Just as a note, Chapter 16 covers option valuation. It is important that you understand Chapter 15 before moving on to Chapter 16 because you're going to need all the information supplied in this chapter in order to understand what's going on in the next chapter. So, option contracts. There are two basic types of option contracts. The first being a call option. Call option is the right to buy an asset at a specified exercise price on it before an expiration date. The other type of option that we'll talk about here in a few minutes is called a put option. So we have a right to buy. The strike price, in the case of a call option, is a price set for calling or buying that security. If you're buying a call option, you are bullish. You want or you expect the price of that stock to go up, so that you can buy the stock at a lower price and sell it at a higher price. The strike price also relates to putting or selling the asset in case of a put option. More about that as we move forward. Premium is the purchase price of the option. We'll see some examples of call option prices and premiums on the following page. Figure 15.1 is options for Microsoft. On the left-hand side here, we have expiration date. So we have three options that expire on June 16, 2017, three options that expire on June 7th. Now the strikes are 70, 72, and 74. So that call here is actually in the money because the underlying stock price is $71.75. So if we owned this call, we could buy the stock at $70.75 and sell it at $71.75. That difference is the intrinsic value. The call premium less the intrinsic value is that is the time value of that option. On the other hand, the put is a bearish option. So this put down here, this with a strike of 74, is in the money. So we could exercise this option and sell at $74.75. So the intrinsic value of that option is $74 minus $71.75, or we'd have an intrinsic value of $2.25. Again, there's the time value would be this 237 less the 225. If you go down to the July 7th option, note that the option premiums go up for all the scenarios. The reason being is because there's a greater time value of that option. The fact that you have 3 more weeks here gives you a greater opportunity, or more likely, that option at some point will be in the money. So that's why the intrinsic value, the time value increases. Put options, we discussed them briefly. Again, the right to sell an asset at a specified exercise price on or before a specified expiration date. In the money refers to exercise generating a positive cash flow. Out of the money relates to so out of the money means that exercise would generate a negative cash flow, and then we have at the money is when the exercise price equals the asset price. You would not exercise an option out of the money or at the money. That's one thing to note about options. Options are not exercised unless they are in the money. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you make money from the option, but it means that the option has intrinsic value. You could actually exercise and minimize your losses as opposed to making a profit. Option trading. Most option trading occurs on organized exchanges. Uh, they simplify trading. They make it easier. They provide a liquid secondary market, and they also standardize allowable expiration dates and exercise prices. That's what you saw when we were looking at Microsoft. The standard option contract is generally 100 shares. So this simplifies trading as well. Um, they also trading is also limited to a set of securities. There aren't options available for all stocks, only widely traded stocks. Uh, this the result is a more competitive market. So, two different kinds of options that we'll talk about. The first is an American option. American option can be exercised on or before expiration date. And we have a European option, which it can be exercised only at expiration. There is a much rarer type of option called a Bermudian option, which is in between, is an option that has multiple exercise dates. Uh, Again, they're not as widely used as European and American options, but the idea, Bermuda is between America and Europe, and that's why they're called Bermudian options.